Hi dear friends, this is our second class on noun clause. As I have already told you, there are three types of clauses: noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. And all these three clauses can work in a sentence either as a subject or as an object in a sentence. So guys, now we want to discuss noun clauses briefly here. The first sentence, that Mohan is not a very good friend. That Mohan is not a good friend is obvious to those who know him. Here the first sentence, that Mohan is not a very good friend, is working as a noun clause. That Mohan is not a very good friend. It is a noun clause and it is working here as a subject in the sentence, because here it is working as subject and no other than this noun clause is working as a subject here. That Mohan is not a very good friend is obvious to those who know him. The second sentence, Sita doesn't understand why the package has not arrived. Why the package has not arrived. This is working as an object in this sentence, because here object is missing and this is working as an object in this sentence. So, the noun clause in the second sentence is supposed to work as an object, and in the first sentence the noun clause is supposed to work as a subject in the sentence. The third one is, he said that he was working late. He said that he was working late. That he was working late is working as an object of the so called verb said. So, we can say that here noun clause is working as an object in the third one. My teacher usually gives whoever completes the package. Whoever completes the package by Friday extra credit. In this sentence, this noun clause is working as an indirect object of the verb give. Here the direct object of the give is extra credit. Extra credit is working as a direct object and indirect object of the sentence is whoever completes the package. If we remove this noun clause from this sentence, there would be no effect on the expression of the subject in the sentence. So, my teacher usually gives extra credit. My teacher usually gives extra credit. Extra credit is the primary object of the verb give. Its secondary object is whoever completes the project. In the fourth sentence, they sold the house. They sold the house, it is a complete sentence. Whoever made the best offer. Whoever made the best offer is working as a prepositional phrase here. Noun clause as an object of preposition. Here it is an object of preposition. 2. Whoever made the best offer is working as an object of preposition in this sentence. Next one, knitting is what makes me happy. Knitting is what makes me happy. It means it is only knitting which makes me happy. So, this sentence keeps a noun clause working as an working as a subject complement. It is working as a subject complement in this sentence because it fulfills the requirement of the subject knitting. What is knitting? What is knitting? Knitting is that which makes me happy. So, we can say that it is working as a subject complement in this sentence. So, we can say that a noun clause can work as a subject complement in any of the sentence. In the first sentence, the noun clause working as a subject. In the second sentence, the noun clause is working as an object. In the third sentence, the noun clause is working as an object. In the fourth one, the noun clause is working as an indirect object of the verb gives, and in the fifth sentence, the noun clause is working as an object of preposition to, and in the sixth one, the noun clause is working as a supplement of the verb, as a complement to the subject knitting. In this sentence, we can say that noun clause is working as a complement to the verb, to the subject knitting. In this sentence, I never believed his story that the dog did his homework. That the dog did his homework is concerned with the story. The dog did his homework is concerned with the so-called story which has never been believed by him. So, we can say that in this sentence, noun clause is working as an object of a story. In this sentence, we who are wiser and older know the truth. Who are wiser and older. Who are wiser and older. It is working as a noun clause. Who are wiser and older. It is modifying. Or it is giving extra information that is concerned with we. So, guys, in this sentence, we who are wiser and older. We who are wiser and older. It means it is giving extra information, and it wants to replace the noun we. So, those nouns which try to replace a noun is called opposite. So, here in this sentence, we are wiser and older is working as an opposite phrase in this sentence. And the last one, Mark is unsure if Sita really loves him. Mark is unsure if Sita really loves him. If Sita really loves him, it is a noun clause modifying the adjective unsure. Here we can say that this noun clause is modifying the so-called adjective unsure in this sentence. So, guys, a noun clause can work as a subject in the sentence, as an object in the sentence, as a direct object in the sentence, indirect object in the sentence, object of preposition, as a subject of complement, as a subject complement, as opposite, as adjective complement. All these 8 types of work is supposed to be done by a single adjective clause in English grammar. Single noun clause. A noun clause can work all these types of work as subject, object, direct object, indirect object, object of preposition, subject complement, object complement, apposite, adjective complement. In the first sentence, our noun clause is working as a subject. In the first sentence, our noun clause is working as a subject. In the second sentence, our noun clause is working as an object. In the third sentence, our noun clause is working as an object. In the fourth one, our noun clause is working as an indirect object of the verb keeps. In this sentence, our noun clause is working as an object of preposition to. In this sentence, our noun clause is working as a subject complement. In this sentence, our noun clause is working as an apposite. Sorry, here in this sentence, our noun clause is working as an object complement. Here, in the form of object complement, our noun clause is working. I never believed his story. A story is a direct object of a verb believe, and that the dog did his homework is concerned with the story. It means story is concerned with dog and his doing of his homework. So, we can say that it is working as an indirect object of the verb. So, in other sense, we can say that it is an object complement. It is an object complement because here one object is present, and as an object complement the noun clause is working here. But in this sentence, we who are wiser and older know the truth. Here in this sentence, our noun clause is working as apposite. In case of apposite, a noun renames another noun, or a noun modifies another noun by his own name. We. Who are we? We. It is who are wiser and older. Who are wiser? Who are wiser and older? We. So, we can say that in the place of this noun phrase is working as an apposite in this sentence. And the last one, Mark is unsure if Sita really loves him. Mark is unsure. Unsure is an adjective, and adjective is concerned with the noun clause. Noun clause, if Sita really loves him, here it is working as a noun clause, and it is concerned with this adjective unsure. From this perspective, we can say that here, if Sita really loves him, this clause is working as an adjective complement in this sentence. So, guys, here we are talking about adjective clause, which is a part of clauses. In case of adjective clause, there are two types of clauses. First is restrictive clauses, non-restrictive clause, and restrictive clause can be called by the other names as essential clause, defining clause, identifying clause. Likewise, non-restrictive clause can be called by other names as non-essential clause, non-defining clause, and non-identifying clause. Adjective clause makes a clear understanding about a sentence. As look at the first sentence, my friend who drives e-rickshaw is buying a new car. My friend is a subject in the sentence. Who drives e-rickshaw? Who drives e-rickshaw? This is adjective clause. Who drives e-rickshaw? This is an adjective clause. Why is this adjective clause, because this adjective clause is trying to give extra information about the noun my friend. It is expressing extra information. It means we are talking about this friend. It is the same friend who drives a rickshaw. It means this adjective clause is giving extra information about the noun. My friend, I don't know which type of friend you are talking about, I don't know. Now, we can identify by this adjective clause that we are talking about that friend who drives a rickshaw. So, it is essential on the part of the sentence to make a noun familiar with us. If we do not write this adjective clause, we cannot identify the so called noun here, because my friend, there may be a number of friends, but among the number of friends, which friend are we talking about? So guys, my friend, it is the same friend who drives a rickshaw. I suppose there would be a number of friends. In a number of friends, one drives a rickshaw. So, this is giving extra information about the noun my friend. So, it is called adjective clause, and so we can say that it is a defining clause, it is an essential clause. In the lack of this essential clause, we cannot identify the noun which is present as a subject in the sentence. But look at in the second sentence, Mohan, who drives car, is no more. As we already know, we are familiar with Mohan. Here, this class, this adjective clause is non-defining clause, non-essential part of the sentence. If we do not write who drives a car, if we do not give extra information about the noun, yet people will understand who is no more Mohan. So guys, if we remove this non-essential part from this sentence, the sentence would represent its full meaning without any type of hindrance. Mohan is no more. Here we can remove this adjective clause, and this is non-defining, non-essential, non-defining, non-essential, non-identifying clause, because in the lack of this adjective clause, we can identify the noun which is present as a subject in the sentence. And the third one, the house that is on the hill is haunted. The house that is on the hill. This is essential clause, this is defining clause, this is identifying clause, this is restrictive clause, because this is giving extra information, this is giving information about the house. There may be a number of houses, but in a number of houses, we are talking about that house which is situated on the hill. So guys, this clause, this adjective clause is giving extra information, and we cannot remove this adjective clause from this sentence. If we try to remove this adjective clause from this sentence, the sentence will never express its full meaning and its full expression in the lack of this defining clause. In the third one, Sholay, which was released in 1975. Date may be wrong, but I am not certain about the fixed date of that film. When was it released? But it is artificial date. Sholay, which was released in 1975, is my favorite movie. If I remove which was released in 1975. The sentence would not lose its significance of expression. It would express the same expression in the lack of this non-defining clause. We can remove it and it will not affect the expression of the sentence. Sholay is my favorite movie. Everybody knows Sholay movie, and my favorite movie is Sholay. Here we can remove this non-defining clause. Here it is non-essential, which is giving extra information about the subject Sholay. We can remove it, but if I write a movie which was released in 1975 is my favorite movie. Now, this adjective clause becomes restrictive clause, essential clause, defining clause, identifying clause. We cannot remove this adjective clause from the sentence. If we remove this adjective clause, the sentence would not express its clear expression. A movie. Which type of movie are we talking about? That movie which was released in 1975. We are talking about that movie which was released in 1975. So, this becomes restrictive, essential part of the sentence. This is essential clause. Here it is giving extra information about the movie. So, we cannot remove this essential clause from here. So, guys, look at these sentences. These sentences are examples of adverb clause. In case of adverb clause, an adverb is supposed to modify a sentence of principal clause. Here, you may watch TV. You may watch TV, it is a sentence of principal clause. After you wash the dishes. After you wash the dishes, you may watch TV. It is expressing time. It is expressing time. When can we watch TV? After you wash the dishes. Without washing dishes, we cannot watch the TV. So, this adverb clause is expressing the time. You may watch TV after you wash the dishes. Without washing dishes, you cannot watch the TV. It is an adverb clause. We can go to have lunch whenever they serve pure water. You can go to have lunch. This is the sentence of principal clause, and wherever they serve pure water, it is an adjective, it is an adverb clause modifying the principal clause and its verb go. We can go to have lunch whenever they serve pure water. It means this adverb clause is modifying the verb go. So, we can say that it is an adverb clause. As soon as I washed the car, it began to rain. As soon as I washed the car, it began to rain. Here, this adverb clause is also supposed to modify the verb began. Unless you list your house with a theatre, you will not get the best price you want. In this sentence, unless you list your house with a theatre. This is also an adverb clause modifying the so-called verb get. An adverb can modify all except the noun or pronoun, and here our adverb clause is modifying the so-called verb used in this sentence get. He speaks. He speaks. This is the principal clause sentence. As if he has the knowledge of the situation. This shows the manner of speaking. Here, the manner of speaking, and manner of speaking is concerned with adverb clause. Here, adverb clause is modifying the so-called verb speak. Because it was raining, I could not go there. It is an adverb clause and it is modifying the verb go. Why did he not go there? Because it was raining. This is showing a situation due to which he could not go there. Sita can run as quickly as I can. This is an adverb clause and it is modifying the so-called noun run. Sita can run. It is expressing how can she run. In this sentence, it is expressing the manner of Sita's running in this sentence. In the next one, my sneakers had become so encrusted with mud that I had to throw them away. Why did I throw my sneakers away? Because my sneakers had become so encrusted with mud. This is the reason why did I throw my sneakers. So guys, we can say that in all of these sentences, our adverb clause is supposed to modify a sentence of principal clause. So guys, please look at these sentences. These sentences belongs to adjective clause. In case of adjective clause, we have already told you there are two types of clauses. One clause tries to identify things and that are essential parts of a sentence, and in case of non-defining clause, the sentences which expresses meaning is not important to exist in that case. But defining clause and non-defining. In case of defining clause, we do not use comma, but in case of non-defining clause, we use comma. As Gandhiji, who fought for freedom of our country, is no more. Gandhiji, here everybody knows Gandhiji, so we cannot use defining clause here. We can use non-defining clause, and in case of non-defining clause, we should have to use comma. If we try to identify or if we try to make an identification of a noun, then there would be no use of comma. We cannot use a comma, but in case of non-defining clause, we can use a comma. Gandhiji, everybody knows about Gandhiji, who fought for the freedom of our country, is no more. If I remove this section, who fought for the freedom of his country, our country, this is not defining clause, and in case of non-defining clause, we would have to use comma. Mohan, who is my best friend? Who is my best friend? It is non-defining clause. Everybody knows Mohan is my best friend. So it is non-defining clause, and we can remove this from the sentence, and the sentence will not lose its expression. I say Mohan helps me in my difficulties. Here we can remove this non-defining clause. This non-defining clause, this non-defining clause. Mumbai, where I spent 6 years, is very beautiful city. Everybody knows Mumbai is a very beautiful city, and this non-defining clause has no use here. So we can remove this non-defining clause, and the sentence would not lose its expression, full expression in the lack of this non-defining clause. In the third one, he is the person whose son is a doctor. He is the person whose son is a doctor. It is a defining clause and we cannot remove this defining clause from this sentence. If we remove this defining clause from this sentence, the sentence would not express its full meaning, its full expression. So, it is important on the part of this sentence to keep this defining clause connected with these words, this sentence, because it is giving extra information about the person. We are talking about that person, only that person whose son is doctor. So, it is a defining clause and in case of defining clause we cannot use comma. Here we cannot use comma. If had it been non-defining clause, we would have used comma in case of Gandhiji and in case of my best friend. Here it is the non-defining clause, it is non-defining clause, but it is defining clause. My car which I bought last month has been stolen from the park, and in the next sentence, my car which I bought last month has been stolen from the park. In the first sentence we have not used any type of comma, but in the second sentence we have used comma. Both sentences are correct on the basis of their expression. In the first sentence, expression is different, but sentences are correct. First sentence is giving another expression and last one is giving another expression. First sentence, my car which I bought last month has been stolen from the park. Here, which I bought last month, which I bought last month. This is working as a defining clause. It means I have only one car. I have only one car, and this was parked. And it was stolen. And we are talking about this car, my car, which I bought last month. We are talking about that car, only that car which I bought last month. In this sentence, my car which I bought last month has been stolen. Here the use of comma and non-defining clause makes it sure that we have a number of cars, and out of number of cars, my car that I bought last month has been stolen from the park. So, both sentences are correct. In the first sentence, the clear expression is my car, my only car. In the first sentence, the expression is clear that we are talking about my only one car, and in another sentence I have a number of cars, and out of a number of cars, that car which I bought last month has been stolen from the park. So, guys, both sentences are correct. Finally, in the final conclusion of this discussion, we can say that in case of defining clause, we cannot use any type of comma. We cannot use comma. No comma is supposed to be used in case of defining clause, but in case of non-defining clause, we can use comma, and we can remove non-defining clause from the sentence, and the sentence will never lose its full expression. But in case of defining clause, if we try to remove the defining clause from the sentence would lose its full expression. So, guys, we would meet in our next class. Thank you.